Today, Fun with Flowers and Jay is brought to you by JRM, the makers of Deco Beads, and by Esprit Miami, and Garcia Group.
Welcome to the world of flowers. I'm Jay Schwanke. I've spent my entire life surrounded by flowers. As a fourth-generation florist, flowers have been a part of my daily life for as long as I can remember. Now I'm on a mission to share my knowledge and love of flowers with everyone I meet. Growing, picking, arranging, designing, and sharing. It's all fascinating to me because I love flowers. Anything flowers and everything flowers. Welcome to Fun with Flowers and Jay. Today, on Fun with Flowers and Jay, we're creating a rainbow centerpiece using Deco Beads and flowers from Esprit Miami. So let's get started with our rainbow centerpiece. The first thing that we'll do is construct the base. We'll be making it today in the G3 ginger jar. This is 100% post-consumer glass, and it also has a matching lid. But we're going to invert the lid and make our arrangement in the top. Then, we're going to use a spectrum of 8 colors of Deco Beads. I've arranged them in chromatic color, and that's how we'll add them to our vase. We're also going to use the Sumex 9s. The great part about these is that they're remote controlled. So we can take them, put them in the bottom of the container, and turn them off with the remote control so they're in standby mode so we can turn on the arrangement later. We'll start with purple. We'll go back in and just make sure that that Sumex is right in the middle, so it's not showing on any of the sides. Now, what I did was I poured off any excess water. We want to make sure that the water doesn't puddle up at the bottom because then we'll be able to see through the Deco Beads. Our next layer will be blue. Now you'll notice that our purple took up a lot more room because the vase was skinnier. As we get up here, we'll have less room with those colors because the vase gets wider. We'll use our teal next because blue and green together make teal. And we'll put our green on top. Our next color's yellow. Then orange. Now again, notice how it's narrowing up, so I don't need as many orange to get my orange layer. Red. And I also have pink, but with this color spectrum, I'm not going to need the pink today. We've got a great variation. Now we can use our next sub 9. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to push it down into the center, facing towards the outside. I'll use my third one on this side so I get great illumination on this side as well. By turning everybody on, we've got a great looking container. Look at how pretty that looks. And everybody's going to be really excited about it. Then, our lid is going to be inverted. We use floral foam in the top of the lid that's been soaked in water that has flower nutrient in it. We'll take our foam and bevel off the corners. So when we place it in there, it'll hold well. Bevel the top corners as well. Then we'll just attach this using our waterproof clear cellophane tape. Get it attached on one side, and I'm just going to wrap it around to ensure that it'll hold it in place completely after we've placed our flowers. The clear tape also disappears. So now we have our complete centerpiece ready for our flowers, and when it's time for the party, we can turn on our illumination. So the flowers that we'll be using have all been color enhanced. These come from Esprit Miami, and they're systemically dyed, which means that the flowers are white, they go into a dye, and the dye is pulled up the stem and actually dyes the flower from the inside. You can see on the ends of the stems that orange coloration has been traveling up the vascular system of the flowers. It's a fun opportunity sometimes to take a white flower and cut it and put it in dye. The dyes are heavily concentrated and the flower actually sucks it up. If you do a little experiment like that, it might take 2 or 3 hours, but you'll notice that the color travels up the stems and you can actually see it in the veins of the flowers. So we have our same color spectrum in Fujimums and also Daisy Pom-Poms to create our rainbow arrangement. So what we'll do is, rather than making it polka dot, we'll use these in a collection and use certain sections to help create more impact. So all of our blue flowers are going to go together, all of our purple flowers will go together, green, and so on. I like the way that blocking the colors together gives impact to those specific colors. If I did it in a polka dot fashion, it wouldn't be as important and wouldn't give us as strong of an impact. We could do different types of things too than having them in clusters. You could do them in stripes and have one color go all the way around. That would look a lot like the bottom. I love this because it's a wonderful party atmosphere. The colors make people happy. And if I was having a party in the evening, the illumination is going to help light that up as well. So let's liven up the bottom by turning on our illuminating effect. We get great reflective quality with those Deco beads. It's a fun way to use color in a beautiful centerpiece. Until next time, keep having fun with flowers.